Hello again everybody, Shifty Bloke here with another installment of my Kammy Ultimate Team series. I'm going to kick off this episode by jumping straight into another game here. This guy's a pretty standard bronze team, as you can see, kind of similar to my team in terms of chemistry and rating. And he manages to strike first, 27th minute I think. He has this shot and I think my keeper should have saved that. It was a pretty easy shot there to save, but nevertheless, second half I managed to get off to this pretty lucky start. Kind of bounces around between my player and his, and I'm just going to call that guy Big Al because I don't really know how to pronounce his name. But Al again manages to, actually that sounds stupid, Aloisi, I think I'm just going to call him that, manages to finish there again to make it 2-1, a pretty nice shot by him. Then from a goal kick, Wagner Love manages to win the ball here, and the play-ons continued, and he has a nice little turn around the keeper, and a pretty simple finish there to make it 3-1. And it wasn't a very comfortable win, even though the scoreline might suggest that, but all my goals came in the second half. And after that, a couple of my players, fitness-wise, weren't so great, so I just muddled around with my players, and put in some healthier players, and I went out and bought myself another goalkeeper, Akinviv, I think. I'm so bad at pronouncing names, but he came in my formation and he was pretty cheap, and he's the best goalkeeper in the Russian league, so I decided to purchase him because I was not happy with our goalkeeper's performance in that last game. And then I came up against this guy who was a pretty similar team again, and I managed to get off to a really good start, pretty much almost from the kickoff. Second minute I get this goal here, managed to slot underneath the keeper by Wagner Love again. And second half, this is kind of weird, I called for a penalty but I scored anyway, but I don't know, it doesn't really matter in the end because Wagner Love does manage to score, so I didn't really lose out on much there. 90th minute now, he tries to bid my player again, but Viguera manages to make it 3. Is it 3 now? Or is it 4? I think it was 3. But the guy rage quit right on the, as you can see, the 90th minute, which is the dumbest thing that you could do. Nevertheless, I think I got the maximum amount of coins I could have got anyway, and Wagner Love picked up an injury for his troubles, so I set him out. It's only one game he's out, so it's not too bad. And again, I fiddle around with my players, my rotation a little bit to try and get them up to full fitness. Sit a couple, put a few more bronze players in, and here got a nice little start again. Aloisi, I think, no, it's Viguera, with a nice little outside of the foot shot there to make it 1-0. Then this goal, his goalkeeper takes out his defender, and then I just pick up the pieces really. Viguera again to make it 2-0. Again, not too long after that, about 2 minutes, managed to score my third there with Aloisi, and that makes it 3-0. And just about near enough full time, I managed to get my fourth, a very easy goal there, slot underneath the keeper, and Aloisi there with his second. So another pretty comfortable win there. Managed to seem to be winning these games by a good margin. Comfortable wins, it's always nice. And again, I fiddle around with my rotation. Then I go buy a bronze pack to get me some contracts, because I think a couple players were out of contract, and I managed to get quite a lot of contracts to get a rare 60 there. And the final thing you'll see me doing in this video is buying a Danny for 950 coins. Very good purchase, a solid player, one of the best in the Russian league. Put him into my squad, and that's how the squad's looking so far, and he came in my formation, which is nice. And that is the end of this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed as always. Remember to like if you did like it, and stay tuned for the next step.